The Giants-Dodgers series has been everything you'd expect and more. Big plays at just the right time, momentum swings, and all the emotions that go along with them. The series finale figures to have more of the same, of these two rivals meeting one more time. It's the Giants and Dodgers, and it's next. Lots of sunshine today on this Sunday afternoon as we get ready to wrap up this 4-game series. Giants-Dodgers, welcome to NBC Sports Bay Area, and it's powered by Xfinity. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, the Giants have a chance to take 3 out of 4 with a win today, and that would be significant. So today, they hand the ball to a guy who pitches pretty well against the Dodgers, and that's Ty Blach.
Well, Ty Blach indeed has had great lifetime success against Los Angeles. In fact, his last win and only win this year was opening day when he matched up against Clayton Kershaw, and the Giants won that game 1-0. So 2 things have to happen. Number 1, we'd like to see Ty Blach get another win. Number 2, we'd like to see him pitch past the 6th inning. He hasn't done that yet this year. His opponent, Kenta Maeda, well, he saw the Giants earlier this year, and all he did was strike out 10 of them. So it figures to be all about pitching, grinding at bats, and good defense. Sound familiar?
Yes, it does. Slater in right field for the Giants. All right, when we come back, we will have the lineups and the very first pitch of this game on this Sunday afternoon, right after this. The leadoff hitter in this game, that would be Chris Taylor. Let's take a look at our game time weather presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The boardwalk is open. 60 degrees. You see the winds and humidity, and it is breezy. And by the way, visit beachboardwalk.com for park hours. So we get started a minute early at 2:04. 1-0 to Taylor. 1-1 to Taylor. hitting at .233 with 4 home runs, 10 driven in. Taylor yesterday went 1 for 4 in the late game. He had 3 hits in the first game, so 4 hits and a breaking ball, 1 and 2. 4 hits on the day. When I talk about what the Dodgers did yesterday, just assume in game 1 they all had 3 or 4 hits.
Yeah, well, they had 20 hits overall as a team.
And this game gets started with a strikeout. Here's the lineup. You just saw the strikeout to Taylor. Then it's Seager, followed by Hernandez, Kemp. And Kemp, see what he's done lifetime against the Giants in the big fly department. Grandal, Bellinger, and Barnes. Farmer 8th and Maeda 9th.
On the hill today for the Giants will be the left-hander Ty Blach. 7th start of the year for him. 1-3 with a 4.31 ERA. And what Blach has done against the Dodgers in his career is 9 games. He's 3-2, but with a 1.90 ERA. In fact, his only win was an opening day win against Clayton Kershaw. With Blach, you're going to get a fastball. It's going to be right around 90. He will sink and cut. He's got a curveball, changeup, a slider he'll show you, but he'll throw anything at any time. Fields his position well.
Blach's got it. 2 down.
Let's take a look at the defense the Giants will employ today behind Ty Blach, starting in their outfield from left to right. It'll be Blanco, Hernandez, Slater. That's your outfield, the best arm in center field. Crawford, Longoria, they're on the left side. Hanson and Belt on the right side. Buster Posey, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So here's Kike Hernandez. 250 with 3 home runs. He's got 9 runs batted in. He is, like many of these Dodgers, a super utility guy. There's a strike at the knees. Asanya, Johnson, Gibson, Gorman.
Well, Sagda's a low ball umpire. You're going to see a lot of low strikes, and his corners will breathe. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. Seen a lot of umpires of late that prefer the low strike and give more knee strikes than belt high strike. Doesn't mean they won't give them, but normally you get more low than high.
1 and 2 on the foul, out of play. Dodgers come in 2 games under 500. Now they're not in a great stretch. They've lost 4 of their last 5. And they'd like to win a game before they head to Arizona to play tomorrow night.
Good 1-2 fastball there from Blach. He thought he might have had that one. Pitch a guy in with hard stuff, you go soft away.
Soft away, misses. It's 3 and 2.
And that's what you get with Blach. I mean, he's going to establish the speed in, establish the speed out. He'll pitch up, he'll pitch down, put a little on, take a little off.
So that one was wild and tight. So it'll be a 2-out walk. And here's Kemp. Saw Kemp a lot on Friday night. Then he got hurt running the bases. And since then, we've only seen him a little bit. But here in the starting lineup, the Dodgers put Yasiel Puig on the DL before the game. Remember, he crashed into the wall yesterday. Stayed in the game for a little while. But we could tell that he hit that corner of the wall hard.
Well, then later on in the game, he fouled one off his foot.
Yeah, that complicated matters as well.
So the combination of the two is probably put him on the DL for 10 days.
Kemp fouls it back. 1 ball and 1 strike.
But, you know, this is the play we're talking about with Puig. This is a brilliant defensive play. I mean, he comes over and takes on the wall, and he really slammed into the corner of that little shed out there in right field.
Ball and 1 strike. Out of play. When he first got to the major leagues, and I don't want to call it reckless, but he was really reckless with his body. He would run into walls. He was diving. And at some point, it's going to catch up to you, even though he was making great plays.
Well, Gold Glove caliber defense is what you've been seeing from him for years, and part of that has been because he's been so aggressive. But it does cost you physically.
Hernandez does not have a steal. This is not a running team at all. Today, as a matter of fact, only Taylor and Barnes have a stolen base. And they'll end the inning on the strikeout. Top of the order coming up. It's 0-0.
In the box. Try the new Cholula Buttery Jack, part of the Buttery Jack family. Only at Jack in the Box.
Here it's 0-0. And here's the Giants lineup. It goes like this. It'll be Blanco, Hansen, and then Buster Posey. Let's see what he's done against the Dodgers at home the last 16 games. Belt, Longoria, and Crawford. Slater gets the start. He's in right field. Hernandez in center. Gorkis, and then Ty Blanco hit 9th.
On the hill today for the Dodgers will be the right-hander Kenta Maeda. Maeda, 29 years old. Actually, he just turned 30 years old, from Tokyo. 6'1", 190-pounder, as we said, and he is a guy that is very athletic. He's in his 3rd year at the big league level. And athleticism on the mound means he fields his position well, holds runners on well. He's also going to give you a variety of motion. Not quite as extreme as Johnny Cueto, but a good fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. He mixes up.
Blanco aggressive on that first pitch, fouls it out of play.
For Maeda, lifetime against the Giants, 4-1 with a 4.40 ERA. But that doesn't tell you the whole story. Dodger Stadium, he's 4-0 with a 2.05 ERA. Here in San Francisco, in a couple of starts, 0-1 with a 12.15 ERA. So he's never pitched well here at AT&T.
Blanco out of play again. He's 4 for 4 in his career against Maeda. Blanco did not participate as a starter in game 2 of the doubleheader yesterday. He did lead off and go 3 for 5 in the first game. Here he dribbles one out in front of home plate. Maeda has it. He throws just in time to get the speedy Blanco.
Let's take a look at the Dodgers defensively behind Maeda, starting in the outfield from left to right. It's going to be Kemp, Taylor, and Hernandez. Good arms in center and in right field. Seager and Farmer on the left side. Barnes and Bellinger on the right side. Yasmani Grandal, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs. This is a Dodger defense you'll see a lot of extreme sets defensively from.
Grandal had some dirt, I think, kick up and maybe splash into his eyes or into an eye, but now seems to be okay. As here's Alan Hansen. Hansen hit the 3-run home run in game 1 yesterday. And he takes a breaking ball for a strike. He has faced Maeda before, and he's lifetime 1 for 4. Buster Posey on deck. Buster did the catching in the game last night, so he comes back after a night game, and he's out there today. A 1-2.
Good changeup. Hansen is not a rookie. I mean, he's in his second year at the big league level. Came up with the Pirates in 2016. Last year he played with the Pirates, then with the White Sox. Giants got him on a minor league contract in December of last year from the Dominican Republic. And as we get to know Hansen's game, he's a switch hitter.
I saw him in spring training at almost every infield position.
And he's a guy that can steal you a base.
Assistant on the ground to Bellinger.
Well, how far would you go for Togo's? Brought to you by Togo's Pretzel-Rami. That's right, Pretzel-Rami. Yesterday, game 1, Alan Hansen, 3-run shot off Pedro Baez. It was a 409-footer that went into the right center field bleachers. We don't see that many hit there. Our Pretzel-Rami, Togo's. Home run first at bat as the Giants, Felix Rodriguez, Kenny Lofton, Ray Durham, Brett Pill, Marlon Byrd, and Alan Hansen. That's since 1999. How about Felix Rodriguez?
Yeah. Posey wraps one to left. Hit well. It's off the bottom of the wall. A strong throw by Kent, and Buster's got a double.
Take a look at the location. A little two-seamer that comes right back into the wheelhouse of Posey. And that's our pitch cast brought to you by SoFi, a modern finance company. And it had the sound, just didn't have the height to get out of here.
So here's Belt. Passes JT Snow on the doubles list. So Belt hitting at .313. He's 3 for 11 against Maeda lifetime. Belt with 6 home runs, 13 driven in. Had a couple of hits in the nightcap last night. In tight again, it's 2-0. Farmer is, well, he's actually playing almost a normal third base position, which means shortstop is wide open. And he really has to play in that spot because of the runner at second. And there's a foul back. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
It's right where Maeda was trying to throw that fastball. He opened up the at-bat with a similar pitch. He got called a ball, and it was kind of an example of the strike you don't get called very often from Dan Asadra, the plate umpire.
Kike Hernandez taking away Triple's alley. A lot of room down the right field line. It's 2 balls and a strike. And Belt waves at this one. It's 2-2.
Well, late movement, and you saw Belt halfway into his swing break down on it. And Belt, we all know, I mean, he's been hot. We haven't seen him break down mid-swing in a while. And the reason for that, he's been really selective and getting good pitches to hit. Here, badly fooled on the pitch. And there's the half swing. You try to hold up, can't do it.
And the 2-2 to Belt. Foul back.
Maeda staying on that inside corner. Outside of the one split we saw him throw, it's been all stuff, hard stuff in. Great day to play baseball. Beautiful Northern California sunny day. Normal carry to center and left center. Hit it out to right, you got to earn it.
Ooh, 3-2.
Again, an example of a strike you don't get from a sod guy. Other umpires, at bat's over.
We've seen Belt take that, and we saw it this year to end the game.
Yeah.
It was a called strike. Longoria on deck. And a swing and a foul out of play.
Brandon Belt can have some long at bats.
Yes, he can.
Take a look at Brandon Belt hot zone. It's really been out over the middle of the plate. Middle in, down and in. There are some areas where he has not done well, and it's up and away. Yeah, outer third, he hasn't done a whole lot with.
So Longoria is going to hit. Maeda went back to that pitch that Belt chased earlier.
And that may have been by design that he wanted to go out of the strike zone. He had an open base to play with. Dodgers have known that Belt has been hot coming into this series.
So here's Longoria. 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs in game 2 of the doubleheader yesterday. Only 3 at bat history for Longoria against Maeda, and he's 0 for 3. High 1-0. Tight 2-0.
Just nibbling. 2 outs. He does have an open base. Longoria has been a money man with that bat the last 8 games.
Drive down the left field line. It is foul. Or a ground rule double. What is it?
Well, Longoria, I mean, he thought it was fair. They ruled that it was a foul ball. I mean, Longoria hooks this thing, and it looked like it bounced just to the left of the foul line. All it has to do is make contact with it. But Longoria, I mean, he just jogged into second base thinking that's a ground rule double, and indeed it was foul. So a tough break there for Longoria and the Giants.
I just watched Ron Wotus, who he just kept doing his job, waving people in. So now it's 2-1.
It's hard to forget when you have a double taken away by an inch.
Yes. ticks you off.
Maeda really slowing things down, which he'll do with men on base. Otherwise, he's pretty quick.
High fly ball to left. Kemp back at the wall. It is out of here. Didn't bother him too much, did it?
How often have you seen that? A guy denied extra bases by an inch, gets the next pitch and knocks it out of the ballpark. And look at the mistake. They set outside again. This changeup comes back middle in, not fooled at all. Longoria sees it. He waits and unloads. And hits a majestic big fly. And once again, AT&T continues to haunt Kenta Maeda.
As Crawford goes around, and it's 0-1. Home run number 6 ties him with Belt, and he now leads this team in RBIs with 15. And that's a guy that came out of the gate like, I don't know, 1 for 18 or something.
Yeah, stone cold at the start of the year.
0-2 to Crawford.
I mean, the Dodgers, the first 2 series they saw Longoria in a Giants uniform, they thought he was an OUT. He didn't do anything against them, and now he's the hottest man on the planet. So they're absolutely meeting him for the first time this series.
Crawford shoots it into right center field. Is it going to hang up? And diving and sliding is Kike Hernandez to catch and to end the inning. That's the kid at the picnic that catches everything.
Everything.
It's 3-0 Giants thanks to this home run number 6 for Evan Longoria. It's bye-bye baby. 3-0 Giants here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Here's blocked to Grandal and a swing and a miss. 3-0 on the Longoria home run. Here's Grandal followed by Bellinger and then Barnes, and there's a bouncing ball to Crawford. Crawford has it. He will set and throw, and let's check in with Amy.
All right, gentlemen, an update on Joe Panik. He will be heading to Los Angeles after the game this afternoon for a second opinion on his sprained thumb. Now, the incident happened on Friday night in a pickoff attempt when Panik tagged tweak. Bruce Bochy saying today in the managers meeting that he may need surgery. There is ligament damage and signs of a tear in the thumb. We wish you well. Joe Panik, guys.
Yeah, we were shocked when we came to the park. And, you know, the word around the clubhouse was, oh, boy, a bunch of transactions. It's like, all right, well, we know that Mac Williamson maybe, but when Joe Panik's name came out, I'm like, what?
Came from out of nowhere. Completely caught this team by surprise. And it was an emotional hit.
Bellinger takes one close. It's 1-2.
But you are going to get tested as an organization as to what type of depth you have of talent.
Flip down the left field line, and that's going to fall in front of Blanco. Padres are in town for the next homestand starting tomorrow night, and it's a nice ticket offer. The dynamic deal is $8. Visit sfgiants.com/dynamic deals for this $8 offer. First hit for the Dodgers, and here's Barnes. Barnes at 211 with 2 runs batted in. He's a good player. And just a bit low. Barnes has started in this series at second, and he started behind the plate. And I can think of one Hall of Famer that would be proud to see that, and that would be Greg Biggio.
And Craig Biggio, I mean, he also played center field. The Gold Glove winner in 2 different positions.
1-2. Kyle Farmer is on deck. Ooh, 2-2.
Not missing that strike zone by a whole lot. I mean, with everything he's throwing up there, he's making that hitter think. Change sight lines, go up, go in, go out. I mean, he's carving turkeys right now with everything he's throwing.
This is hit out to Slater in right. And Slater will make the catch.
The ability to move your stuff around, I mean, it's such a strength for a guy who's not overpowering like Block. I mean, he's got respectful stuff, 30 and 90s fastballs, but the ability to locate not just the fastball but everything, that is his strength. That's what he does. That's why he's pitching at this level.
Farmer takes a low. 3-0 Giants here in the top of the second inning. As Ty Block trying to come up with a shutdown inning. Two and 0.
Block, 5th round pick in 2012. And he won everywhere he went. 12-game winner, 8-game winner, 11-game winner, 14-game winner in the minor leagues.
Two balls and 1 strike.
But when he got to the big leagues, he was the finished package in everything that he could do. Hold runners on, field his position, command his stuff.
Tap to third for Longoria, and the Gold Glover throws him out. Shutdown inning for the Giants. Slater, Hernandez, Block coming up. 3-0 San Francisco.
you by the International Champions Cup. Earthquakes versus Manchester United, July 22nd, Levi Stadium.
3-0 Giants as we head to the home half of the second. Stream the Giants on the go this season. Once again, you can stream every NBC Sports Bay Area Giants broadcast on your desktop or mobile device. Giants game streamed on the go on the NBC Sports app. Yeah, it looks like it could be a lot of fun today.
Well, I think they're enjoying it. I mean, where would they rather be?
Other than sitting right here next to us, that might be the second best place.
Yeah, I agree.
It was a youth baseball league day here today.
And you were the MC. What was your favorite question?
To Will Clark. How many balls have you broken?
Hot dog here.
And Will said, you know, Will is great. I mean, he does all these things and he absolutely loves kids. He said, well, I've cut open a few because I wanted to see what was inside of them.
Well, there you go.
So it was a perfect answer.
No. Don't ask that question in a business meeting.
No, I mean, if you get a different crowd, you probably get a different answer. Slater out of play. 0-2.
Let's see, the last time I did it, last homestand, they had a little guy get up there and ask Pierce Johnson, what's your favorite base?
Yeah.
He said home.
Well, I mean, you do it and I do it, and I always tell the kids beforehand, there are no bad questions.
There are no bad questions.
So just don't be embarrassed. And then one little guy, all brave, and then he put the microphone in front of his face and he says, I forgot.
I know just how you feel, kid.
And I said, well, it happens to my broadcast partner all the time. And that got a pretty decent laugh, so they knew what I was talking about.
That's true.
Outside to Slater. Yeah, it was about, I don't know, they were talking maybe about 4,000 of those at that age with their parents.
She's not digging it yet. But she will.
Slater stays alive.
It's the age of innocence. My son Big, he has 2 children, Cohen 7 and Reagan 5. And Cohen's playing baseball, and last week he got to pitch for the first time. So he goes out there to pitch, and Bake is out in center field. He's kind of aligned. He's one of the coaches, so he's aligning the defense. And Cohen gets up there and he walks the first guy. It's his first time ever on the mound. Then he walks the next guy. And Cohen's one of the smallest guys on the team, and the guy he's pitching against is about twice his size. He gets up there and he strikes him out. And after he struck him out, he turned around and he yelled to my son. He goes, "Hey, Dad, I struck him out."
It's 2-2. I wish I could actually say when I was playing behind you in Pittsburgh, you did that, but I can't. It didn't happen. Hey, Dad. Hey, Kipe, I just struck out Stargell.
I thought that. I just learned you're not supposed to say that.
Chop towards the hole. It caroms away from Farmer to Seager, and Slater's got a hit. He kind of has the magic one-do swing. He always has.
Well, and he's a contact guy that'll use the whole field. Not an easy guy to strike out. He had been red hot. I mean, he hasn't really got his sea legs up here. That's his first hit since being called up. See, just a hanging slider. I mean, that's right up there above the belt. And here's the magic one-do. When you can put a seam right between 2 infielders. Didn't quite get through cleanly, but hey, winds up being a big league knock.
So here's Gorkis Hernandez. Low. Gorkis hit the best ball of the game yesterday It went out to 421 and he hit it really well. It wasn't like some fly ball that he got a lot of. He hit this ball really, really well, and it got caught out up by the eBay sign. And there's a swing, says Adrian and Johnson. And the thing about Bruce Bochy is he doesn't forget at bats like that, even if it's an out. So he's back in the lineup today.
Well, when you're a right-handed hitter and you hit out triples alleys almost to the warning track, that normally is a home run in any ballpark.
Absolutely.
When you're doing that as a right-handed hitter, you're doing something right.
On the ground, nice play by Farmer. They get one there, and that's all. Farmer's done a nice job over there.
We first saw Farmer, and he was a catcher. So now all of a sudden we see him play third base, and tell you what, I mean, he has looked good over there, and here's another example of it. Good quickness to the backhand, to his feet quickly. And with the speed of Gorky Hernandez, not a likely chance you're going to get a double play on him. But they do get the force, and that is a nice play.
Here's Block. Block can hit a little bit, but he's probably going to be asked to bunt here. Nope. Pulls the bat back and bounces one to Barnes to Seager, and that's a double play. After 2, 3-0 Giants.
Pac Bell Park. Oh yeah, remember those days? Giants won their first game at their new ballpark after losing the first 6. Barry Bonds hit a go-ahead home run in the bottom of the 8th off of Anthony Telford, and the Giants beat the Expos by a score of 2-1. Let's take a look at that swing. Anthony Telford, a local guy. Becoming a member of Barry Bonds' book. On April 29, 2000, the Giants' first win ever at this ball yard.
Now they stunk it up for the first 5 games.
And remember, we had a wrap and you said we needed to go back to Candlestick?
Let's go back. This place stinks. And then I think they had the best record in the National League at home. Hey, that was the Bonds, Kent, and Ellis Burks, that trio in the middle of the lineup. Here's Maeda. First pitch strike. Maeda 1 for 7 on the season. He can hit a little bit, so you do have to be careful. Taps this one to Crawford. Crawford gets a nice hop. And that'll bring up Taylor.
When you get a pitcher leading off an inning, you like to get that first out. You think as you're going out there, you're going to get it. It's an automatic. But if it doesn't happen, it's worse than anybody else leading off an inning.
Yeah, you really like to see the pitcher lead off, but if he gets on, you're like, now you got the top of the order. Here's Taylor, who opened up the game with a strikeout. How bad are the Brewers feeling right now? The Cubs swept them in a 4-game series.
They got shut out today.
Tyler Chatwood shut him out. Two balls, no strikes. Seager to follow. Sharply to Hansen. 2 outs. That's a comfortable spot. Plus, mom's having a little glass of wine. Can't beat this. Your suggestion to take a lap. She's taking it to the next level. Take a lap with your kid and have a little glass of wine. Perfect.
Life is good.
Here's Seager. And a strike. Seager takes wide. Seager in his first at bat. He went out in front of home plate and blocked, threw him out. Drives this one, but it's right at Hernandez, and that's going to end the inning. For the Giants, top of the order coming up.
Designed for the grind that comes through every time. See your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Here it's a 3-0 lead for the Giants. Folks having some fun. As Gregor Blanco's going to lead things off. hit a slow roller out in front of home plate and was thrown out. Here he looks at a strike. Both pitchers throwing strikes. And each has walked one. Nothing in two.
Fastball in, soft stuff away with a curveball. A lot of similarities really in the way that Maeda and Block go after hitters. They both move it around.
Blanco forced to swing at that. It was close. He breaks his back and he rolls out to Barnes.
Well, Subaru presents Down on the Farm, Pacific Coast League batting average leaders. Well, Alan Hansen was in the #2 spot. Daniel Castro, Albuquerque at 409. And Solano, Blash, Jankowski, Valera, and Austin Slater, 358. Hansen and Slater, the reward. They get called up yesterday. That's our Subaru presents Down on the Farm.
Here's Hansen. Hansen rolled out to first as he takes a breaking ball for the strike.
Hansen, 8 years in the minor leagues, coming up through the Pirates organization.
You know, what do you? I know you're looking at the press guide as we speak as Hernandez comes in. How many at bats in the minor leagues?
2,834. That's before this year. And that's a lot.
I mean, usually
bats.
The rule of the thumb some years ago was you get 1,500 at bats, then you should be ready to see if you can play in the big leagues or not. So that's a full season and a half over the 1,500.
Well, this is his 9th year of professional baseball, and he's 25 years old.
Here's Buster Posey. Buster doubled in the first inning. Hit it over the head of Matt Kemp. Waves at it. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You say, how is that possible? A guy 10th year, he's 25. Well, as you mentioned, Hansen from the Dominican Republic, they signed those kids 15, 16, 17 years old. They keep them in the Dominican playing in a league. They're professional leagues. They're getting paid.
Not close. 2-1.
It's been a couple years down there on the island. Then they go up to the rookie league and they come over to the States and go to low A league. And really, Hansen didn't miss a level anywhere.
Three and one.
But the point you make, I mean, 1,500 at bats, that's the normal education you have to pay in the minor leagues to get to the big leagues. So he kind of paid it twice.
Yeah, what do you think the number is for a starter?
For a starting
pitcher,
I think you need at least 500 innings.
3 and 2. Yeah.
I mean, to build your strength and to build your knowledge, learn how to read hitters. It's a quicker level with relief pitchers. I mean, if you're throwing mid to high 90s and you can get a breaking ball over, you're going to go up fast.
Yep. And it's high, so Buster will take the walk. Here's Posey. Or make that here's Belt. Belt walked and scored on the home run by Longoria in the first. I would have to say, by the criteria you're talking about, for a starting pitcher, that that's probably a number that Chris Stratton got close to. 500 innings.
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Watch me be off by 400 innings.
No, he had 623.
Belt hits a drive to right. Hit well. It is off the bricks. And it caroms to Taylor. And here comes Buster Posey. He will score 4-0.
He gets this one middle in. It just jumps on it. Off of the bricks. And the Dodgers get a pretty good break because the ball caromed off. And Chris Taylor was able to get it to hold Belt to a double, but an easy score with 2 outs and a good jump from Posey.
So here's Longoria. And on the first pitch, it's popped up to shallow right field. And that'll end the inning. Another 2-out run for the Giants. After 3, it's 4-0.
Area is brought to you by SoFi, a modern finance company.
Here at AT&T Park, it's 4-0 Giants as we go to the 4th.
This is a deke that Kike Hernandez, watch the right fielder. He looks like he's going to catch this. And at the last instance, he turns around. Well, that's a great play if there's 1 out. I mean, not with 2 outs because Buster Posey is going to be running. But with 1 out, a ball that's going to go over the head of a right fielder, he knows he can't get to. If he stands up there underneath it like he's going to catch it, that would hold a runner in.
He was practicing. And he's at the plate. He drew a walk in the first inning. One ball and 2 strikes. Up the middle and blocked. Spears it. That's a base hit. Let's check in with Amy G.
All right, Dwayne, well, as you mentioned, today is Youth League Day here at AT&T Park. And Dwayne, you did an amazing job hosting, as always. But there were more than 8,000 tickets, which is the most ever at one of these days. An esteemed panel, of course, with Will Clark and Stratton and Derek Holland. Now, here's the funny thing. I saw Derek Holland come into the clubhouse after he talked with you. Now, he's doing his Kermit impression right now. He didn't have shoes on. And I said, where are your shoes? And he said, well, I decided to give my shoes to a kid who asked a really good question. And the kid asked a question about curveballs. And Derek said, hey, keep with the fastball for a while until your arm's ready for a curveball, guys.
Yeah, he was so impressed with the question Chris Stratton came up, and Danny Dan from our great front office said Derek Holland would like to give the kid that asked the question about curveballs his spikes. So we asked if the young man who asked the question if he could come up, and he thought he was in trouble. So he was not going to raise his hand. He said, "No, you're not in trouble." But it's a high pop up to right field. But, Holland said he asked the kids, "How many of you throw curveballs and sliders?" And, a lot of kids raised their hands, and he said, "Well, stop." He said, "I had two really close friends when I was a kid growing up that were 13 years old. They had Tommy John surgery when they were 13.
That's too young.
You need to stop." And then Chris Stratton basically said the same thing, that he had a friend that had to have surgery at a very, very young age. And maybe that gets kids' attention. This one's going to get Crawford's attention, and he throws him out. 8-pitch inning. So anyway, it was a good day with all those youth league kids today. 4-0 Giants. Game 2 of the doubleheader last night was this base hit by Austin Jackson that wiped out a 2-0 lead. As that base hit knocked in 3 runs, it came off of Alex Wood in the bottom of the 5th. And he needed it too.
Yeah, that's the one hit that he's been looking for. The one that determines a game. I mean, no better time to do it than against your rival. And when you're a player that has some years in the big leagues, you're a veteran, you come over here, you're aware of the rival of the Dodgers and the Giants. And when you can make a contribution, I mean, you feel like you become a part of it.
So here's Crawford. Crawford hit a fly ball that was headed to the gap, and he lays down a bunt. Fortunately, he bunts it right back to Maeda, who throws him out.
Well, it's a whole new ball game with RBI Baseball 18. It delivers an all-new franchise mode and much more. And it's available. Learn more at RBIGame.com. Rated E for everybody.
So with 1 out, here's Slater. Here's Slater. And the breaking ball down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Slater with a base hit as he hit a ball off the glove of Farmer at third. Nope, not biting. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Watch him take batting practice, and it's right field, right field, right field. Just work staying inside the ball. That's his key. Look for something hard to think. Right center field gap. If he throws you an off-speed pitch, that's the one you pull.
Yeah, he kind of swings that bat like a sword.
Yeah, he does.
It's 3-0. And a strike.
Now, Will Clark, when he talks about hitting fundamentals to young kids, he always starts off with the back hip. He says, take your back hip and point it to the ball.
And the walk.
The ball's outside. That right hip is going to point to it. You're going to have your hips in position to cover it. If the ball's inside, you're going to be able to clear your hips and you're going to hit that pitch. And then he talks about throwing the knob to the ball. So two real simple things. But it's one he repeats to every class that he ever holds.
And then when you retire, you get a hip replacement.
And then which Will Clark did.
Here's Gorkis Hernandez. Hernandez reached on a fielder's choice on a really nice play by Farmer at third. And he takes the pitch inside.
It's one thing we've seen consistently from Maeda is he doesn't just get into the middle of the strike zone on strike one. He'll go to the corner. He wants to get a quality strike on strike one. He is not afraid to pitch behind the count. That's because he has such great command of his stuff.
Healthy rip by Gorkis. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Meanwhile, out in the cove, just cruising, got a cold one. Got his jersey on. That's a happy camper.
Yeah, it is. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. This trip for the Dodgers after the game, they'll head to Arizona. This is a all National League West road trip for them. 3 cities. San Diego is the last town that they'll head to. And they're 8 and 11 against the National League West. You remember, as that's a strike, so Ortiz is out looking. Remember, their record over the last couple of years against the National League West has been dominating. First strikeout for Maeda. All right, let's take a look at it. I thought it was a strike from up here.
Well, yeah, it is a strike. It's just that we haven't seen many high strikes called with this strike zone. Nice play.
Well, Clark just stopped in with a couple of guests, and now he's walking the arcade.
Well, at least a Will Clark fan, of which there are many. How great is Will Clark in front of a group of kids?
Yeah, great. Oh, I'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Another Clark. Could be Jack. Hit into center field. Taylor moving back, and at the last second, he will reach up and make the catch. Could be Dwight Clark.
Could be Dwight Clark. Never know. Another legend. on Tuesday, the 1st of May, the Giants take on the Padres at Say Hey 2 for Tuesday. 2 for 1 Giant Dogs at all Doggy Diner locations at AT&T Park. Go to sfgiants.com for tickets.
Here it's 4-0.
We talked about Will Clark's swing, which we could watch all day long. One of the more beautiful swings we've ever seen. But watch the back hip and watch where that hip throws to the ball. And Will was here. We were all there that day. But I said, that ball, based on your hip, that was up and it was away. He says, it exactly was up and away. He says, but I stayed locked with my hips, and I had a good snap through the ball. The result of that swing was against Nolan Ryan in the Astrodome in Houston. There weren't many home runs that got hit anywhere. Seldom to center field, and he hit it out to center field. A swing we'll never forget, and he had many, many more like that in his great career as a Giant.
Here's what the whole home run looked like. I mean, nobody hit him out then there.
We were so stunned in the dugout. There just wasn't much carry in the Astrodome, and it was cavernous. Did you see Cody Bellinger step in?
Well, he told the story today to all the youth baseball kids. He said he hit it, got back in the dugout, sat next to Chili Davis, and looked at Chili and said, he's going to hit me the next time up, isn't he? And Chili said, yeah, he is. And, you know, Nolan just didn't take kindly to much of anything like that stuff.
And it wasn't just the hitters. Anybody that got a hit off him. I mean, my first at bat against him, I hit a line drive back up the middle, almost knocked his hat off. I get up the next at bat, and he threw one right through my helmet. I'm not a fan.
Here's the 1-2. Close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck, Barnes, then Farmer. Hit well to right center field. Slater on the move, and it's quite possibly going to be a triple, but due to the fact that Bellinger didn't run out of the box, it's a double. I mean, that guy's fast.
Well, he should have had a triple there. It's plain and simple. I mean, he's just thinking he hit a home run. And in this ballpark, triples alley in right field, I mean, that's where home runs go to die. Giants had moved Slater over to cover and protect that gap. Let's take a look at the hang and breaking ball. And he gets everything into it. And let's watch him come out of the box.
Here's Barnes, who takes down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Farmer on deck. So that's the first time the Dodgers have had their leadoff hitter on. And a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, it doesn't sound like a big thing, but it is a big thing. If you had a chance to get a triple and lead off the inning, put yourself on third base, a lot easier for your team to score a run. And when they're down 4-0, that's a big deal. That run means a lot.
Well, it takes a little heat off the next guy too.
Look, you have given the opportunity to tie block and try and pitch out of this inning. Much easier to try and throw 0 up there with a runner at second with nobody out than with a runner at third with nobody out. Remember, Tim Flannery used to always say, honor the game will honor you. And you've got to run those balls out if you're Cody Bellinger. That's honoring the game.
Got him.
And Block gets the strikeout with a runner at second, nobody out. That's a strikeout situation, his third.
So here's Farmer, who rolled out to Longoria in the second. High and wide, 1 ball and no strikes. If you just joined us, Evan Longoria hit a 3-run home run in the first. Belt doubled in Posey in the third. 4-0. ball and 1 strike.
You get a big curveball like that, you can throw it over in a 1-0 count. And how many guys are even going to swing at it? Because they're not looking for that. And he's done it about a half dozen times today. It's been a good pitch for him to equal the count when he's fallen behind.
Line drive, Crawford dives, he's got it. He'll go to second, double play. And it helps to have a great defense behind you. It remains 4-0. The 30th is the annual Bay Area Unite with the Warriors, presented by Pete's Coffee. It is a special event, so you need the package. It's going to include tickets to the Giants Padres and a Giants Warriors reversible scarf. We've read this promo so much, I want to get one of those. Visit sfgiants.com/special events.
And congratulations to the Warrior winning game 1 of the series with New Orleans last night.
What about the Sharks?
Congratulations to the Sharks.
There we go.
An amazing comeback win in overtime to even that series with Vegas.
Here's the play that ended the inning for the Dodgers.
Top spin liner, Crawford from the knee, a strike to Hansen, and they get the game. And Ty Block pitches through. A leadoff double. Should have been a triple.
Top of the order.
Honor the game.
Blanco is rolled out twice. And he takes one through the webbing of Grandal's glove. They call it a strike?
They did. And I'm sure Dennis Ogda said to Grandal, hey, you wouldn't mind catching that next time, would you? But I do think it was called correctly. He set on the inside corner, goes on the outside corner, just catches the edge of the strike zone. But when it rolls the backstop, an umpire looks bad.
Hit into the gap. Kiki Hernandez dives, not this time. Blanco's digging, and he ain't stopping. They got a shot. The throw! Not in time! A triple.
Honor the game.
Good effort again by Hernandez.
Hanging breaking ball, and Blanco out quickly thinking this has a chance to get through the gap, and he knows there's an opportunity for 3 bases. Once it gets past Hernandez, there's going to be a tough play for Taylor to get the ball back in time to get Blanco. And even through all that, they almost did pull it off.
Yeah, actually, defensively, the Dodgers did everything right.
Take a look at the creative slide from Blanco.
So Hansen is rolled out to first and flied out to right.
High mistake.
Two and 0.
It's human nature to want to watch a ball that you just hit well. But it's good baseball to hit the ball and then run hard, because you never know when you might get another 90 feet. And that's good instinct. So a 2-0 breaking ball. Told you Hansen's numbers in Sacramento, amazing, hitting 405. I mean, he earned the right to be here when the opportunity presented itself. And this is an opportunity for him right here to cash in on runner at third.
That foul. There's Buster Posey. Two balls, two strikes, infield in. Speed at the plate, speed at third. 3-2. This is the strikeout that Maeda's looking for.
Well, especially down 4-0. The thing about it is, it's a dangerous situation for Maeda, because if you don't get the strikeout, because he's going to stay in a corner, he's not going to just flat out challenge the strike zone. And you walk a guy, now all of a sudden you're at risk of going into a large inning going against you. 70 pitches into it. But I think he feels he has to gamble here and try and get that strikeout.
Got him.
So again, he goes down below the strike zone, and he gets Hansen to swing over the top. That's a good pitch. But it's calculated risk on his part, and it just paid off.
Now the Giants have Buster Posey at the plate, and the infield now comes all the way in. Buster's doubled and he's walked.
And now with one out, I mean, he could nitpick again here. He doesn't have to challenge.
On the ground to third. They'll check the runner. Buster would be very disappointed with that. Two down. And that'll bring up Belt. RBI guys do not like to leave guys at third with less than 2 outs.
They do not. Goes Hahn a guy.
Belt walked and he's doubled. His double knocked in run number 4 in this game. And a strike. Right nearly in the same spot that he doubled off from Maeda. Out of play.
Right back in there again. Hey, he brought his glove. Everybody happy.
Oh, 2. Nice pitch, 1-2. What a nice day. My goodness. Sellout crowd. A lot of kids. Dodgers, Giants.
Yeah, ballpark looks
brand new.
It really does. It just looks brand new.
Sorry, filled in The blank there for you.
You knew where I was going.
High to Belt, 2-2. Again, every once in a while, Belt will take that pitch and get called out. Not today.
Just missing. And Maeda looking long at Asagna, the plate umpire, thinking that in his mind it should have been a strike.
Blocked. 3-2.
So above the strike zone, now below the strike zone. Given the way that Longoria has squared up Maeda today, I got to believe Maeda's going to try and end this inning here, which means he's going to bite a little more strike zone off, because he does not want to walk Belt to give Longoria a chance.
Belt spoils it, and he'll see another pitch. And another 3-2 pitch to Belt. And Belt drives it to right. And it's going to be another diving catch by Kike Hernandez to end the inning. So Kike Hernandez, lots of grass stains on that uni this afternoon. 4-0 Giants.
Dynamic deals available for $8. Go to sfgiants.com/dynamic deals.
Here's Maeda. Maeda rolled out to Crawford. He did that in the third inning. And a strike for Ty Block. It's been Ty Block like. 3 strikeouts and a walk. Maeda on the ground. Longoria takes his time with the soft hands and throws him out. Let's check in with Amy G.
All right, gentlemen, Friday night was golf night here at AT&T Park. The Giants celebrating by playing host to 2 LPGA athletes in Jackie Concolino and Christina Kim. She's a Bay Area native. And these two gals, they've been competing in the Lake Merced Championship, and they happen to also be huge baseball fans. I was honored to be able to chat with them about the tough competition the LPGA brings and how important it is to serve as a role model for young girls looking to play any competitive sports. These two ladies are definitely ones to keep your eyes on, gentlemen.
Yeah. Good job. I'm trying to figure out, was that shot out in Triples Alley?
It was. You can see the out-of-town scoreboard behind the girls.
Yeah, that's going on right now at Lake Merced.
That's a good course.
I know you've knocked it to its knees a few times.
Well, let's just say I played it.
There's a pitch down low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
But Christina Kim really has been an adamant Giants fan for many years, and you know, she'll wear orange black out here on the tour, which we all appreciate.
And this is fair down the left field line. So Taylor will hustle into second with a 1-out double. So here's Seager. Seager hit a rocket right at Gorkis Hernandez in the third.
Wind has picked up, and that's not the normal wind. Normally the wind blows out to center field. You see the flags blow out there. It means you're getting more carry to right field than the norm.
And a strike.
I don't know if you ever really feel like you get a lot of help from the wind in this ballpark as a hitter, but the one thing that it will do is it will play havoc with defense. Pop-ups and fly balls right now. Good luck.
Just off the plate to Seager. Nope. No swing, says Brian Gorman. 2-1.
Just missing. And that's what you want the pitches to do. When you start off a hitter 0-1, then you have 2 free shots to go to your location. And Ty Block threw 2 good pitches. To Seager's credit, he didn't get out after it. Now 2-1, you got to challenge a little more.
And he gets the call there, 2-2.
That's a perfect pitcher strike. Now you got a chance in a 2-2 camp to go again to your location, and not a bad idea to go back outside where that last one was.
It's this one to Blanco in left. Blanco makes the catch. Seager retired.
Xfinity X1 customers say, show me the San Francisco Giants into your X1 voice remote and get live stats on your TV. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1. Joe Panic fan waiting for some garlic fries.
I don't know if that's what I would get right now.
I don't know. That sounds pretty good.
You know, I play that game all the time. Hernandez takes low. 1 ball and no strikes.
I do know what the Seagulls come for. They come for garlic fries.
Yeah, and the weenies. They like the weenies too.
Well, they find more garlic fries than weenies. If I was a Seagull, this is where I'd be hanging out.
Out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And there they are. Just eyeballing what's left behind. What sections to hit first.
Oh, they know the hot spots for leftover garlic fries. You can be assured of that.
Well, they're all season ticket holders. They know where to go.
2 balls and a strike. A couple of notes on the National League West as far as injuries. They're saying that Robbie Ray suffered an oblique strain today in Washington in his start. Nope. 3-1.
Just a bit outside.
And Will Myers goes back on the DL.
I can't believe the injuries this year.
Myers now on the DL for the 2nd time. 3-1. Depth is what every team seems to need. There's a shot, and Crawford cannot get it. It's going to score Taylor. So Hernandez knocks in the first run of the game. It's 4-1. And that'll bring up Kemp.
Ball hit right on the button. Not often can you get a topspin liner past Crawford.
Yeah, you have to kind of guess as an infielder, is it going to come up or is it going to stay down?
There's Maranta heading down the Giants bullpen.
Here's Kemp. Kemp takes a strike. He struck out and he's flied out to right. Big swing and a miss. 0-2. Clock. Pitch number 81. Very high. Here's the 1-2 and a shot into the gap in the left center field. That's going to fall in for a hit. So Grandal is going to hit with runners at first and third. And here's Grandal.
Now time for Kurt Young to come out and slow things down a little bit. And here he comes. Take a slow walk. Reyes Maranta is a guy that warms up as fast as anybody in that Giants bullpen, so he's probably good to go.
Here's something interesting. Something we need to find out. Muncy's on deck instead of Bellinger.
That is odd.
Maybe something happened to Bellinger coming out of the box. So here's Grandal. He's rolled out to Crawford twice. Hernandez at third, Kemp at first. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Hits are now even at 5. And a grounder foul. It's 0-2. See RBIs among catchers this season.
Well, he's had a great month of April. He's been the best hitter on this Dodger team. He's one guy that's going to be very sad when April ends.
Got him, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers on the board. Longoria to lead things up.
pitch that ended it for the Dodgers in the 6th inning. Just a challenge fastball right through the letters, and that is our Xfinity fast pitch. It's powered by Xfinity high-speed internet. As Ty Block strikes out the hottest Dodger hitter as he represented the tying run. So we're at 4-1.
Muncy now at first base. And the hitter is Longoria. And the pitch. So we're going to foul back, and it's 0-1.
Longoria with the big hit today.
Left the park in the first inning with 2 runners on. Another foul out of play, 0-2.
Now this is the one we're talking about. This is after he just got through hitting a ball that was fouled by an inch. It was a double. Would have been here. The next pitch, he does one better. He hits a home run, a 3-run homer. And right away, the Giants took the lead 3-0.
Stays alive. It's a pass round Woodis. It remains 0-2.
First 9 games hitting a .114, 1 home run. Last 16 games, .339, and everything has been hit hard.
High into center field, starting to carry, and in front of the wall, Taylor makes the catch.
One thing Evan Longoria has learned in the month of April, this ballpark can take a few home runs away from him. That's about 4 that would have been home runs last year in Tampa, and he did not get here. Take a look. I mean, just no stride. And as you start to get carry in center field, it makes you think maybe you have a chance if you're Longoria, but not this time.
Here's Crawford. You saw Muncy now at first. Crawford is 0 for 2. Slater to follow. And another strike, 0-2. Crawford takes down low. Hits are even at 5.
Now, one thing that has happened here today is both starting pitchers have given their clubs innings. Very important, considering yesterday both teams had to play the doubleheader. Both bullpens got used up a lot.
Got him.
Good changeup. Third strikeout for Maeda. Take a look at the changeup. Perfect location. Movement that just kind of fades away from Crawford, the left-handed hitter.
Slater has been on twice, a single and a walk.
Sam Dyson heading down the Giants' pen. He'll start gradually getting loose. It's not a red alert.
Slater holds up. 2-0. Pitch number 90 coming up for Kenta Maeda. Swing. 2 balls and 1 strike.
pulled off ever so slightly on that swing. And when you're swinging the bat good, you'll pull off the pitches, but you heal yourself quickly. You can make the adjustment, get back into a good swing the next pitch. When you're going bad and you're pulling off, you can't figure out how mechanically to get back and fix the pull off.
I think Miami thought he might have had a strike. So on base percentage for Slater goes up today.
I mean, right out there, and we've seen it called a strike at times, but I think for the most part that's a pitch that gets called a ball. Not that he didn't want it. But
here's Gorkis Hernandez.
His body language was such that he wanted it really bad.
One ball, or make it no balls and one strike.
I don't think umpires appreciate that kind of body language.
Yeah, I think not. So 94 pitches for Maeda, with 2 outs and a runner on here in the 6th. And he runs that one in tight. Ty Block is on deck. Hit well into center field. Taylor again on the move, and he'll put it away. Through 6 innings here at AT&T Park, 4-1 Giants. Well, Maeda and Ty Block are still in the game, so that's a good thing for starters. The big hit in the game for the Giants, Longoria, a 3-run home run in the very first inning, and Kike Hernandez broke the shutout with a 2-out RBI single, and he did that in the 6th. So here in the 7th, it'll be Max Muncy who's going to hit for the first time. Bellinger, before he left the game, was 2 for 2. And we've seen Muncy enough now to know that he can swing the bat a little bit. First pitch low and away. The rope can't be very long for Ty Block if Dyson is still in the bullpen.
It may be whether he gets a guy on, he's going to be out of this game.
On the ground to third, tough play. Longoria is not going to make it. And Bruce Bochy is going to come out and first. Are they going to take a look at it? No.
Just a jam shot. They had moved Longoria off the line as he had to come to his right. This made it an off-balance throw and just too much speed for Muncy. So indeed, you see he did beat that out. And as we suspected, runner on, Dyson coming in.
So you make too good of a pitch. When it's time for a change, think Speedy. Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Ford dealers last night, game 2, Dyson comes into a bases loaded, nobody out situation, gets a 4-6-3 double play, and then he winds out striking out Chris Taylor to get out of the inning. He would allow 1 run to score. A remarkable pitching accomplishment with a bases loaded, no out scenario, and he was the difference in that game. Right now he takes the ball from Bruce Bochy. 13th time he's been in, and he really has been throwing the ball great. He's got command of that sinker again. He's got his velocity back. Mechanics are much better than what he started the season out with.
So here's Barnes. And Barnes takes high. 1 ball and no strikes.
Dyson thought he had to strike 1 there. A little bit high. One thing about Asagna, he's been very consistent about not calling that belt high strike. He's just not been given it.
On deck is Farmer. And a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pop up that Belt will chase, but it's going to be in the seats. It's 2-2.
Ty Block came into the Giants dugout. You see the reception he got as he has continued his mastery over the Dodgers. Another quality start against them.
Bum said 2 words. I'm sure they were both complimentary.
Hey, good job.
I miss that guy.
I know.
Big chopper. Dyson's going to have to hurry. Nice play.
When it hits the home plate like that, you don't know if you're going to get it out. And as we know, Austin Barnes runs well. And in the end, it really wasn't that close, but you have to be able to make a good exchange from the glove to the bare hand if you're the pitcher.
Well, he kind of did a little basket catch. So here's Peterson. So Dave Roberts going to empty out the left-handed hitters with Utley on deck. First pitch strike. Peterson had a tale of 2 games yesterday. The first game 4 for 5. And the second game 0 for 2 with 2 walks. So he was on base a lot. Foul back, nothing in 2.
Right in on the hands. And when Dyson has it going good, I mean, he has such explosion off the sinker that runs hard away from a left-hander.
Peterson break his bat on this?
And he cuts this one, and that's opposite movement. Runs it right into the label.
So it's 0-2. Just waiting. One and 2. Dyson gets the sign. He's ready. Locked again. 2-2.
So 2 times trying to sink a 2-seamer below the zone with the hopes that Jock Peterson would chase.
And a base hit to left field. Blanco's going to get to it, and he will make sure that Peterson stays at first. It's an RBI single.
Pretty impressive swing of the bat, though, with 2 strikes going the opposite way. There was an opening on that side of the infield. It looked like he was trying to hit for it. So you can close the books now on Ty Block. He winds up giving up 2 runs. Just a nice 2-strike adjustment, sort of slicing this ball right through the opening. And the Dodgers inch closer.
Here's Utley. Utley played both games yesterday. Very impressive. Watson. And a little low, 1-0.
Dyson looking for that ground ball that gets 2 outs. So a rare high strike called in this game. But Dyson will take it. One thing we've learned about Utley is he's not in any hurry. If you go inside trying to front door sink, you got to be very careful that Utley doesn't lean into it, because he is not afraid to get hit by a pitch, not even a guy who's throwing 94-mile-an-hour sink.
Two and one. Two balls and a strike to Utley. 2-2.
So the way you get that strike is the way that Buster Posey caught it. And then that's a great example of framing and what it does to you. Now watch him like he's reaching out to take a glass of beer from a bartender and just tucks it in the corner. If he doesn't do that framing there, if he doesn't catch it that way, they don't get that strike. Whole at bat has gone away from Utley. And now Dyson needs to throw a strike.
Dave Roberts has a decision to make with Peterson. Will he send him 3-2? Timeout is called.
Well, I mean, with Dyson's reputation to put the ball on the ground, and as hot as Utley has been, I would say he would send him. And you're betting on contact here if you're Dave Roberts.
Peterson goes. Fouled out of play. All right. See, she brought her glove.
She's a player. She takes that glove everywhere. Hey, babe.
Well, Dyson slowed it down. And now he's ready. It's 3-2. Peterson goes. Struck him out. Throw to second. Not in time. I don't think Utley swung on that at bat, did he?
He did not. I mean, he really was a pair of shoes. He swung one time and a 3-2 fouled it off.
There you go.
But in the end, the payoff pitch, he was a pair of shoes. Fastball, best pitch in the entire at bat. High leg kick, very deliberate. Really not giving Posey much of a chance to throw the runner out. But he does get the strikeout, and that's the big thing.
Close with the swipe tag. And here's Chris Taylor. On the ground up the middle, but right there for Crawford. Side retired. Hit it to the right guy. A run on 2 hits. It's 4-2.
Brought to you by Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com. By Xfinity. X1 will change the way you experience TV. And by Kelly Moore Paints. Go where the pros go. Kelly Moore, the painter's paint store.
Well, the happy hour weekdays, you can see Greg Papa, Ray Ratto, and Kelly Johnson, and they're going to bring you the happy hour on NBC Sports Bay Area at NBCSportsBayArea.com. Also available to listen live as a podcast on NBCSportsBayArea.com.
Yeah, Youth League Day here at the park. It's 4-2, new pitcher in. It's Adam Libator when it's time for a change. Thanks, Speedy. Oil change and auto service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and smog experts.
So, Libator in now for the Dodgers. What he has done, just got called up during this series. The 6th time he comes in this year. He's throwing the ball well. 4 innings. He has given up no hits. He has walked a couple. He has struck out 3. Got a good fastball. You'll see mid to high 90s, or low to mid 90s rather. Got a hard slider and a changeup. But he thinks fastball most of the time. It's a good one.
Tomlinson's going to pinch hit. So here's Colby Tomlinson. And the pitch is high. It looks like Jock Peterson stays in the game. And he's in right field. Kike Hernandez goes to 3rd. And a foul back. So there's the changes, as I just mentioned. Peterson, Hernandez. 1-1 to Colby Tomlinson. With Gregor Blanco on deck. Outside corner, 1-2. Got him on that pitch under his hands. So Tomlinson is retired.
Yeah, nice 2-pitch sequence to get the 2nd and the 3rd strike. He goes outside inside with the fastball.
Blanco tripled in the 5th inning. Unfortunately, the Giants did not knock him in.
Split the gap. Kike Hernandez dove on it once it got past him. There was an opportunity he cashed in on, but as you pointed out, he stayed at 3rd.
Facing the lefty. Up and into Blanco.
You know what's great about that replay, watching Blanco run to 3rd as you see Tony Watson start to get heated up, was the rotation play by the umpires. The umpire making the play on Blanco at 3rd base was the plate umpire, Dana Sogda.
Alan Hansen on deck. Nope, just inside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
And you say, well, what would have happened if the ball had gone by the 3rd baseman and Blanco would go to score? Who would be the umpire at home plate? Well, it would be the 1st base umpire, Adrian Johnson.
Blanco rolls this one up the middle. On the backhand is Barnes. His throw is high and Blanco beats it out. And it'll be a hit. A good throw gets him, but it took a pretty good effort to even make the throw at all.
No, you're right. I mean, it would have been a miraculous play. The fact that he gets to it right there, I mean, that's a good play. But coming across body, trying to put enough on it to get Blanco, pulls Muncy off the base. So the Giants get a one-out base runner. And Alan Hansen gets the hit for the first time, right-handed.
Hansen is 0 for 3. And a nifty pickoff throw. Buster Posey to follow. And the pitch is high. 1 ball and no strikes. Liberatore has got Blanco picked off. And they got him.
So the pickoff goes 1-3-6. Watch the right foot where it steps. It's right halfway. I mean, that's close to a balk. I mean, and for a left-hander, I mean, that's perfection. And if you can do that, if you can take a step and not step towards the home plate and be able to throw to first. I mean, to me, it looked like he did.
And this little pop-up out into left field. And Seager's going to catch it to end the inning. We will head to the 8th. Seager to lead things off.
Of the San Francisco Giants may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
It's a 4-2 lead for the Giants here in the top of the 8th inning. When it's time for a change, thanks Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Tony Watson coming in for the 12th time. He's been very good this month of April. 14 strikeouts against 3 walks. The 3-pitch guy from the low 3/4.
And his former teammate Corey Seager takes a strike. Tomlinson stays in the game after he pinch hit. And a foul back. It's 0-2. Seager 0 for 3. Outside. 1-2.
The rarity of Tony Watson. And that's a left-hander from a low 3/4 that is able to get lefties and righties out.
Up the ground. Up the middle on the ground and a base hit. Let's check in with Amy G.
All right, gentlemen, last night a pretty special moment before the second game. The Giants holding a ceremony to honor a couple of Gold Glovers. Evan Longoria and Brandon Crawford received their 2017 hardware last night. Both of them had their families on the field, as well as former Giant and Gold Glover Darren Lewis. Now, this marks the third Gold Glove for both Evan and Brandon. It's the third consecutive for Brandon. Of course, Gold Glove recognizing their defensive excellence at their position. Good job, guys. Dwayne?
Absolutely, as Kike Hernandez takes a strike. Hernandez knocked in a run with a base hit in the 6th. And here he rolls one foul. It's 0-2. So Watson gives up the hit to Seager, and now he's ahead in the count 0-2. High 1-2.
High by design. Clean the palate of the eye. They know that Hernandez will swing at breaking balls down below the strike zone. And it's kind of a pitch that has two purposes. One, he might swing through it. Number two, if he does hit it, he could put it on the ground.
And he pops it up instead. It's to Belt. Belt slipped at the very end, but he makes the catch. Hey, stay on your feet, big fella.
What was he calling that fastball? And Watson, to his credit, burying that inside location to get the pop-up.
Here's Kemp. Kemp is 1 for 3. Cues this one foul right past Grandal, and it's no balls and a strike. Kemp 1 for 5 lifetime against Watson as he rolls this one to third, and that's 1, and that's 2. And Watson does it again. (4-2) Giants. 6 p.m. it'll be the Padres in town, and we will have it for you right here on NBC Sports Bay Area, also streaming live on the NBC Sports app. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and smog experts.
So JT Chagua, the new pitcher for the Dodgers, he's having a good April. It's 12th time he's come in. 1.93 ERA with 13 strikeouts and 9 1/3. He's got a high sidearm delivery. You're going to see mid to high 90s velocity, hard slider and a changeup. Good stuff, but he can get a wild hair up his nose.
Here's Buster Posey. Buster 1 for 2, scored 2 runs. First pitch strike with Belt on deck. And then Longoria. This little one's ready.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
She is cute as can be.
Rolled foul. 0-2. Belt on deck. And Posey out swinging.
3 quality pitches from JT Chagua. Hurgis, the bullpen coach for the Giants this year.
Belt is 1 for 2. He hit a line drive that Kike Hernandez dove in right field and took a hit away from him, and an RBI. Belt takes outside, 1-0. Overshift is on. Seager really can't play back.
Not anymore. We've already seen Belt in this series lay a bunt down.
2-0. Belt swinging at that 2-0 pitch.
That's a good changeup. We talk about the 3 pitches that Chagua has. I mean, we're talking about high velocity. You don't see that many high side armors. It kind of reminds you of Corey Guerin, the Giants right-hander who throws from a similar arm angle. He can bring some high velocity. Whereas Guerin, more of a 2-pitch guy. Chagua will throw that changeup, and it's a good pitch to righties and lefties.
Low and in. 3-1. Today's the anniversary, right, of Belt's 21 pitch at bat.
1 week. Yeah, we sound like newlyweds.
It was historical.
The longest at bat ever since they started recording those statistics.
Oh.
Second walk of the day for Brandon Belt. Has been on base 3 times, two walks and a knock.
I half expected to hear from the commissioner's office. Jason Stark, who now writes for The Athletic, called me and asked me about that 20-minute. And I told what I told you. I said the commissioner's going to put a limit on number of foul balls hit. And I'm thinking he's going to call. He's going to call me.
This is after a week earlier, the commissioner had made a comment about, you know, relief pitchers are getting too good. We limit the number of relief pitchers you can use in an inning. And we all kind of raised our eyebrow going, what?
But no, so far, so good.
Yeah, you haven't heard from him.
On the ground, Seager to Barnes, not in time. And that'll enable Crawford a chance to hit. By the way, Longoria has the hit in the game when he hit a 3-run home run in the first inning. So now with 2 outs, Crawford will try to hit one in the gap or knock one out of the park. Low and away to Crawford. By the way, in the 9th inning for the Dodgers, it'll be Grandal, followed by Muncy, and then Barnes. And most likely that man will be on the mound. Back easily is Longoria. Outside, 2-0 to Crawford. This game was pushed back an hour because of the doubleheader yesterday.
Well, originally Bruce Bochy had hoped to be able to push it back to 4 o'clock just to give guys a little more time to rest. They've been on their legs a long time in the doubleheader yesterday.
Crawford up the middle. And on the backhand, they'll get the force play to end the inning. So we will head to the top of the 9th, and it's still 4-2 Giants. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and smog expert. So it's Hunter Strickland, who got the last 3 outs in the win last night, but has done a very nice job And he'll be facing Yasmani Grandal here to lead things off. And Grandal takes low.
First pitch breaking ball, which we're seeing a lot more of from Hunter Strickland. He'll throw that curveball and he'll throw that split on a first pitch.
Two and 0.
So curveball split, 2 pitches, staying away from the fastball. So now he's got to throw whatever he can throw to get in the strike zone. And that was an easy take. You saw the lifetime numbers that Grandal has against Strickland, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. But right now, I think Strickland's kind of competing with himself more so than Grandal. He knows he has to throw a strike here. Grandal, in all likelihood, going to take.
Right down the middle of the plate. It's 3-1, and you know what? Throw it there again. You got a 2-run lead.
And I'm sure that's exactly what was echoed in the Giants dugout. And again. And somebody in the Giants dugout will say, and again. And that's the beauty of a 2-run lead.
So 3-2. High and foul and out of play, and we'll do it again. Strickland rubbing up a new baseball. Hit into center field. Right there is Gorkis Hernandez.
Yeah, nice comeback there from Strickland to down on the count 3-0 to come all the way back. And that last pitch, just a here, hit me fastball. Take advantage of your defense, put the pressure on a hitter. Sometimes you have to remind yourself that a hitter's going to fail 7 out of 10 times, and that's the good hitter.
So here's Muncy. Muncy picked up an infield hit in the 7th.
Posey thought he had a strike there with that curveball.
Right there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Taken all the way.
Austin Barnes on deck. Muncy came in after Bellinger departed, and we haven't found out why. But he did leave after going 2 for 2. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Padres tomorrow night. And that's game 1 of a 3-game series. The pitch. Foul, 2-2. Strickland's throwing the ball very hard today.
Well, he's throwing through the hitter, and I think that's his key. Make sure you finish each pitch off. Posey controlling the rhythm. I'm not going to give a sign. Curveball, and a good one. And you can hear the snap on that curveball up here. Not literally, but that was a good one.
Felt it.
Yeah, we felt it. See ya.
Here's Barnes. Barnes is 0 for 3. He'll be facing his third different pitcher for the Giants. He faced Block and went 0 for 2. He faced Dyson and he went 0 for 1. Look out. 2 balls and no strikes. Sellout crowd today. 42,020.
Good crowds for all 4 games of the series, as you would expect.
That's a good number. 2-0. Nope, 3-0. So now back to the way Strickland was with Grandal. He's got to come in. And he does. It's 3-1.
Barnes was taken all the way. He may take another one. One thing we know about Barnes is he's not afraid to hit with 2 strikes.
And a fly ball to center field. And that's the ball game. So the Giants, with the help of a 3-run home run in the first inning, hold on to beat the Dodgers. And Mike, 3 straight series, the Giants are winners.
Well, the first 2 wins in this series, they had to come back today. They got the early lead. They made it stand. And you're right. They play great baseball against this defending National League champion LA Dodger team. A lot of gutty at bats, a lot of great pitching, a lot of great defense. They played good ball this weekend.
Yes, they did, and now they'll welcome in the Padres for game 1 of a 3-game series tomorrow night. But the Giants now have a little momentum, and they did this with finding out yesterday morning that they were going to be absent Panik and Matt Williamson. So a nice series win for the Giants. Final score: Giants 4, Dodgers 2. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for Giants Postgame Live, presented by Toyota, which starts right now.